I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say, well, that's something.
It is. Antisocial experience 273?
Yeah, it's not.
Is that what I determined?
It's not 279. We determined that.
Yeah, the time loop we were in, we got out of it. Anyhow, haha.
The time warp.
Yeah, haha, historical. Yeah, us thinking we were 6 episodes ahead of where we are.
Or in that fucking Meatloaf movie, fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Historical district. So we're going back a little bit today, and maybe we'll get some input because we have another local in the chat.
Yeah.
That might know something we don't. You never know. Historical district. When I say that, especially about this town, good evening to everybody too as well. I'm going to say that ahead of time. Michael Pearl, anybody else watching, listening, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Historical district.
You mean like South Center Street?
Yes, that's what you think of.
Yeah. So yeah, like the North Park and the South Park or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's like 2023 terms, historical district, when you talk a town.
Yeah.
Let's wind it back many years.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Where are we going to?
It doesn't matter. Just take it back. Like
who's taking us?
Like 60s.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Dude, he played Pittsburgh the other night too. I'm pissed. Anyway. Keanu Reeves. I missed him, dude. Yeah, it was my chance to fucking
get him on the show.
Yeah, and I missed out.
Yeah, you'll get it next time.
Dude, I'm gonna get a hold of him. You watch me.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, Keanu, he's not talking to me.
Right.
Go ahead.
But no, just go back many years, because from what I've been told, and I guess you confirmed this in a book, it used to be called Little Chicago, and not the historical district. That was the town itself.
Yeah. This place was like mob wild, dude.
Like big. And just look at some of the stuff that's been knocked down. And granted, I know, fight blight, whatever. We're not going to get on that whole rant.
No.
But the meatpacking plant, how long that was there for?
Dude.
And that was a place.
Yeah.
For many years.
Dude, that was a place when I was a kid still.
Yeah.
Like
it was still happening, still acting, and then he moved it somewhere else.
Yeah, probably because the building was full, dude.
Well,
it was getting rough towards it. What you remember was a bait shop after, because it was a bait shop after.
Yeah, and that didn't last long.
No, because like the floor was falling in when you went in there. Because I went in there to get bait 1 or 2 times when I fished 1 or 5 times in my life.
But for I don't know, what is it? A butcher? Meat market? Meat?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, Adler's. What's Adler's? Adler's a butcher, right?
Yeah, my dad called it a meat packing plant, but you could go in and buy stuff, walk in off the street and buy stuff. And
yeah, but I think they sold stuff too, like bulk stuff.
Yeah, to people that wanted to buy, right? Like there's that. Just some of the other stuff that disappeared.
Okay, so by the old meat pack plant, the Methodist church that's going around the curve to Chester Hill?
Yes.
Check that out sometimes. You'll notice there's 2 different sets of bricks on that building. Okay. One's the original back half of it, which is there's not very big at all anymore. I mean, it's a small piece, but you can see the original brick, and it was like 1824. And the new piece was 1961, 1941, somewhere in there.
Dang.
But like they tried to match it and stuff, but you can just tell the old, like
you can see the definite split.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Pearl, she said you could take animals there to be slaughtered too. Boy, there's so many animals in this town. I'd like to take and get slaughtered. I'm telling you.
Right. So yeah, no. And just stuff that went, dude, the corner store. How much money
was that on 9th Street?
Huh?
Was that on 9th Street?
Yeah, 9th or
11th.
Pine and 11th on the corner. 11th,
that's what it was. Okay.
Right. So that might have been a little, before your time of making it there, but it was there.
No, dude, it ran up until I was in 7th grade.
Okay. Yeah. So you could go penny candy that was still a penny. And toward the end, they pushed it up to 2 cents.
Yep.
And then it was like kind of like everybody was like, I'm not gonna.
Right. Especially in this town. Everybody's a bunch of cheap pricks. And yeah, I said it. You can quote me on that.
Right.
Yeah. Put it on a billboard.
Everybody's a bunch of cheap pricks.
Right on the cremation sign.
2023.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheap fucks.
But no, they had hoagies. They had good stuff. And here's another one. I don't know if you even knew of this. Another, and this is only, we're not even going that far back here, right? This is just going back to me being a kid. There was a corner store in Northie.
See, I don't know about this one.
Okay, that was essentially the same thing, but it was family owned and operated. It was Barber's corner store. I don't know if they had a name for it. I just always called it Barber's.
I bet you it was called Barber's.
Dude, I went in there as a kid and bought cigarettes, bought snuff, like as like
Pearl's calling it out there. She's Jenny and Joe Barber.
Jenny, not Jenny, Jenny.
Jenny, like
Yeah,
like
I think it was
fucking
Virginia, but
like
Jenny,
gin and juice.
right?
Yeah.
But no, and like, is this for your dad? For one of his friends? Is this for your nephew? Because my nephew is old enough. I'm like, yep, yep. Half the time it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know.
My dad used to send me in the old. Remember when Chester Hill store was the Unimart?
Yes.
Okay, it was the actual Unimart.
Yes.
I used to get sent in there. Get my dad cigarettes because he'd be covered in like coal dust and shit. And he'd be like, "Go in there and get me a pack of smokes." And she like, I don't know, she trusted me. She actually hired me a couple months when I was in third grade. I'd go in there every day after school, and I'd fill the ice machine for her, and she'd give me a drink and like a candy bar.
Yeah.
So it was a legit job
And
for a third grader.
so I mean, those times are gone, man. Like I went in there with notes from my dad of like what he wanted, and she'd run around the shop, or her son would run around the shop, get it. And I was definitely walking out of stuff that, a 6, 7-year-old should not be walking out with.
Yeah, dude, I saw my girlfriend do space age shit today. She like just typed stuff into a computer or into her phone, and all of a sudden, boom, there's just an order at Walmart waiting for her. Like just for her to pick up. She doesn't have to show up for it.
Oh, yeah,
Like
you can do that.
I
You can
didn't
do
know
that at
about
Weiss
this.
too, I
I had
think.
no idea about this whole deal. I didn't say nothing, but at the time I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I'm gonna sound really stupid if this has been going on for a while, which I looked into it and it has. So yeah. But yeah, I didn't realize you could just do that. Like there's no show up and involved. You don't have to see people ever. Like why haven't I accustomed to this? Like this is a thing.
Not dealing with people.
Yeah. Like this is that's my favorite thing to do. And I didn't know you could just place an order and go grab all the bags because they're going to do the shopping for you. So what, does the store hire like just shoppers?
I think employees do it.
No shit.
But there's like
Is that strictly their job then?
no, they got to run and do that among other things, I believe.
Yeah, a bunch of lazy pricks.
But there's a downside to that too, because if you're ordering whatever, you want your fancy jar of little pickles to put with your slices of cheese and crackers.
Or
and
that's
stuff.
my honey bear honey for something.
Whatever. It
to
might
make
be,
a bong out of.
It might be the one that has the pop topped, and
yeah,
they don't care. They're grabbing it regardless.
Yeah,
they're not checking that, or maybe they do check it. I don't know.
They should check it.
Yeah,
you got that right.
If you're offering that service, you should.
You lazy pricks.
But getting back to it, that ordering through a phone wasn't happening back in the days. And this, granted, we've touched on way back what it was called, and then some stuff, and we have in the chat. What is that?
Voices?
Voices in Southie? I have no clue what
I
the
grew
hell
up in
she's
Southie,
talking
and
about.
I don't know any idea.
So that's before our time.
Yeah.
Give us a little summary of what it was,
background
Pearl.
on that jam. Yeah. Another one. What was I just going to say? Son of a bitch, I lost it. Hang on. It'll come to me. Maybe not.
Dude,
I was going to say about the, like where the Phillips is. How everything, you remember, how everything's centered around Front Street now. Like Front Street's the main focal point.
That, or kind of like the Borough building.
Right.
For something.
But everything used to be held in front of the Phillips. Now, granted, the Phillips is like a block and a half catty corner to the Borough building. But think about how much shit's in that area compared to what's just on Front Street. Because especially Front Street now, dude. We've lost how many buildings? Like, there's a lot of buildings missing there.
There is.
Yeah.
And only going to be more as they keep.
Yeah, dude. They're fucking flight, blight, and fucking, 24/7. Like that's what they do.
Yeah.
They don't stop the fight, dude.
It's sad, but it is.
They're American hero warriors. Lazy pricks.
Today's episode not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but we're waiting for your money.
Oh my God. So long I've been waiting for that money, dude. Oh my God.
Let's get it.
Way before your time, I was around 6 when they opened. They shut down. I was in my mid-20s. Oh, well, yeah.
What is it, a store?
What about all the bars that used to be here? My dad said there used to be like 11 bars.
More bars than churches.
There was 11 bars from the top of Front Street to the bottom.
See, I've heard about this, but I've never witnessed it. And can you imagine that?
Dude, can you imagine it? I would be, oh my God, especially where I live.
Well, back in the day, yeah. But today, no interest. But that's just insane how the times change with what there is. And this is going to have to be a two-parter. You know what I mean? Just because of the all the stuff that we're remembering bringing up.
I haven't even touched on my vast knowledge yet.
Right. The past stuff.
Yeah, the interesting stuff. Everybody's gonna be like, "All right, I'm done with this guy."
That's all right. That's what we want. That's we're gonna have some today and some in part two.
My motto, dude. Fuck them. Hey,
some today, some in part two. Pine Street had 4 bars
That's what I'm
alone.
saying. Like, you think about even again when we were growing up, like we had Dreamers here. We had legit bars still. What
Well,
else was still open?
well,
Kelsey's, Coldstream,
was
the
that a
Coldstream Inn.
diner?
What?
Was it Coldstream Diner or
There was a
bar?
Coldstream diner and a Coldstream bar. If you
Both.
remember, you go around the corner, okay, like down in the Coldstream. It used to stop. The bar used to sit, I believe, right in the middle of the road, and you had to go left or right around it.
Yes.
Is that how it went?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, you know what I mean? So you had to literally drive through the bar to get to, the other side. But the Coldstream Diner was in there somewhere too.
Right.
But there was all kinds of shit, dude.
And it just didn't make it. Like it. That's
Cold dried up.
Well, cold dried up, but also that kind of adapt with the change or fade out.
Sam's was the Majestic Theater before it was Sam's. Now you're tapping into my stuff. Yeah.
But it was Majestic Theater for a good while.
Many years, yeah. Many years. The Roland, where the Roland stands, the only reason that was built because that was the old opera house. It burned down, and what's his face, Roland? I don't know, Henry Rollins, whatever.
That would be real cool.
That would be cool, but no, it wasn't him at all. But Roland down the river, he built the freaking Roland Theater. And, but yeah, the opera house burned down. There's like, I don't know if it's an actual picture or if it's a drawing of it, but there's, in that book I have, one of the books I have, I got real interested in this stuff. Like, what would you say about a year ago? What I was doing is taking pictures of old buildings, and then we were half-toning them, remember?
Trying to half-tone and print, yes.
Yep. And so, like, as I got looking and printing these buildings, I'm like, man, these are fucking cool, And, like, I was fortunate enough, I got into Phillips back in July by an unknown source. And I'm hoping to get back in someday.
You got to let me know if we can do that. Try and schedule it for like a Monday. So I'm not working. Well, I'm working where I can not work.
Yeah.
And we can get cameras and audio in there if possible.
Because it's incredible. I have pictures, you know what I mean?
Right. But I just want to get clear audio, good, mirrorless cameras, good lenses, get some nice shots.
But it blows my mind that she's like, okay, the CMB church. Or the CMB church, CMB Bank. But where that is on 2nd Street.
We're just making it up
There
today.
was the Church of Christ fucking church there. A huge church. A beautiful church.
Where the bank is?
Yes.
Presque Isle 2nd?
Yes. Beautiful church,
See,
dude.
I've never remembered anything
It was torn down in 82.
All right, that's why I wouldn't remember it.
Same here. I do know that one.
I definitely wouldn't remember it.
Yeah. There used to be
the real interesting one is the church. I know we went over this before, but tell the one about
the mud church,
the one they moved.
Oh, okay. So I forget what the church is.
It was the wood church.
Huh?
The wood church.
Yeah, but what religion is it?
I don't remember
I don't
follow that, man.
Pearl, what's the church on 4th Street?
4th and
Presque Isle. What's the name of it? I need it. It's the Church of something. Anyway, that church, they literally packed their shit up and packed their church up, and they rolled the whole building over on logs to Altoona, I guess. Tyrone, Altoona area?
Well, rolled it, and didn't they load it onto a truck and crane it up and then
roll it on logs and then onto a wagon or whatever, and they rolled it because this was like 1910s or 20s that they rolled out
and moved
literally
it.
Rolled out,
rolled it, moved it, and think about the task. Okay, stop the historical shit for a minute.
You
with today's technology, let's say somebody hired Nick and Jimmy. Look, I need you to go load this church up and move it, and we have today's tech. How long is it going to take us to move a church that far away?
I don't know. How many logs do we have? Because I'm still going with the log method, dude. It worked for them. Why can't it work for me? Fuck the technology.
Right.
Let's just get it done.
But I'm saying just with the vehicles and safety.
I would just hire a really big crane.
Right.
But how would that even work? Because that wouldn't work either, just to swing it in the air. We could probably swing literally over, and it would be in Altoona if it just dropped it the right way. If it flung it hard enough.
No, that's too far away, man.
Where the large stone church stands now. Yes, on the right. Yeah, so they rebuilt it with this large stone church, as she just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one, why do you find it weird that house is attached to the other one, like right down the road on 5th Street? Like, these churches are weird, man. Like, I don't care. Like, it's weird. And I'm not even going to my theory about the mud church.
Well, the one you're talking of, and I'm not trying to like blow up anybody's spot or anything, but I think there's multiple things going on. So when you have, because I once upon a time in my past,
do you find it odd that all those churches are so close together?
Yes, but Very. But in my past career, I built houses. One of the houses I built it was a parsonage or whatever. So where,
In a pear tree.
no, just a
Oh, okay.
and it was where a preacher, minister, somebody from a church was going to live there. And basically the church was paying for it to be built. And
Who pays for that, really?
the the people going, but
Uh-huh.
you see what I mean?
Yeah,
And
man,
he was essentially getting paid to live there.
yeah.
So I think it might be kinda like that when you see a living space attached to a church or directly beside, and you see the same person traveling back and forth, to the church and then to the house. And then in that case, the one you brought up, I think there might at one time, I don't know about today now, I think there was an Airbnb involved also. Like,
You think they had it on the app?
I don't know, football games, stuff like that, events at Penn State, when people would run out of hotel rooms, that was a place to go stay.
Dude, we were coming home from Pittsburgh yesterday, and, she pointed out this house. It was 1821, I believe, but you should have seen that place, man. There's, like, 4 sheds in the back. It's set on this, like, hill, like, it's almost a cliff overlooking the fucking, well,
Where was
highway
that?
now. It was, oh my god, Natrona Heights, PA.
That's nuts.
Yeah, because we sold out for gas.
Dude, history is kind of interesting, some history, and I don't mean history like
No,
all
because
history.
that's history's real. Like, that shit that went on, that's real to me. The shit that we're like, I'm not even getting into all the conspiracy bullshit, but, like, the shit that we're taught and stuff, it's not.
Some of it's interesting, but it doesn't hold the
And
same.
it's fabricated as fuck, dude.
Yes, and it doesn't hold the same appeal as your local history or
No, our local history is factual because I've heard it from people, you know what I mean? Like, my
yeah.
grandmother, my grandfather were living alive. Like, I heard it from people. They saw it, you know what I mean? So, like, that's real to me, and I wanna check that shit out. Fuck all this, you know what I mean? Whatever, the fucking Custer's last stand and whatever. Like, it's all bullshit. He got ran over in fucking 3 minutes like everybody else knows, you know what I mean? He didn't have his valiant like, no.
He's just canceling. He's like, done. Not here.
No, I'm not having it.
But no, it's quite fascinating, and I'm not saying that where we are is exclusive. I mean, come on, Phillipsburg, PA, it's a sunny place for shady people,
Yes, sir.
right?
You should
So,
market that.
oh, it's very true though, paradise. How do you get past that? But check into where you live. If you've never done it, I encourage you to do so.
You'd be surprised.
Legit check into the past, like the historical side of the town or place where you live or local to you. I mean, I guess not a lot can happen in some of them little like 5, 6 house
Dude, this is a
villages,
one-horse town. Like, come on,
right?
man. Like, it doesn't I mean, it gets smaller, but not much smaller.
Right.
You can only have, like, so many negative people. This place was almost up to 10,000 people at one point.
And where are we at now?
Like 1,600? 1,500?
No, there's gotta be more than that.
3. I'm
20.
looking it up, and if it's fucking anywhere near I said, I'm just coming over there and punching you, because that's how I'm handling things from here on out.
2.79K
Is it really?
as of 2020.
Dude, that's 3 years. Everybody's packed up shops and sent fucking dipped. Come on.
So what did you say? 2.3?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give 5K loss on.
Yeah, I easily 5K.
We lost 5K since the 2020 apocalypse.
Yeah, how many died
Imagine
off?
that.
Dude, he's like, how many got dysentery? How many didn't make it to the whole way to Oregon? It's tough.
I mean, you got to take injuries and stuff into account
That's
too.
what I mean. Your wagon breaking, you have to cock the wheels and float. Like, your oxen dying, for Christ's sakes.
I mean, perfect example. I was rushing to get this stream on the air and happening for these people today. Smashed my head in Jimmy's car trying to get a code scanner in there and read codes. So, we're dealing with a head injury.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Because he's the code reader now. I couldn't.
No, the machine did it, man.
Yeah,
Not
you
me.
did it, dude. You plugged it in and you plugged the wire to your head and you're just like, yeah. And you got it. It was rad.
But no.
How long are you at the shop today? Not long. He's at the shop today. The other shop. The pizza shop.
Which
the pawn shop.
Yeah, you got to be specific. They're both shops.
Yeah.
I do the day job at night tonight. I'll be.
Yeah, I believe that was 1919. Pearl. 1919 was the. Or not small. Yeah, maybe it was. It was the first pandemic we had. Or that was the Spanish flu. The 19. Never mind. That was the Spanish flu. I'm thinking of.
Influenza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Spanish, because that's what. Obviously, it could be the German flu if it's the Spanish flu.
And I didn't read the name on that. Jay. I'll be in tomorrow. I'll be here all day. That'll be a good day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the best days to catch me actually at the repair shop when I'm doing that stuff.
Yeah, he signs autographs from 5 to 7.
Yeah, after closing.
Yeah. You play that Semisonic closing time song on repeat for 2 hours.
What is it?
Semisonic when it's like closing.
No, hell
yeah,
no, dude. Not here. No, get that shit out of here.
No, you play it and just sign autographs here for 2 hours a
Get that
night.
shit out of here.
It's worth it.
What other cool historical stuff do you got? Do you know anything about the dam?
Is it a goddamn?
No, the damn
Oh
dam.
yeah, I
Cold
know lots
Stream.
about them. There used to be motherfucking water slides there. There used to be an ice house there. There used to be like a fucking come to me here, like like a shop where they got sandwiches and shit. You know what I mean?
Like a sub shop.
Yeah, but like it was right there. Like that was a beach. Like you know where you cross. You know where the dude in the Jeep tried to cross the river. Okay, so if he per se would have got across that river.
And for quick reference, if you don't know about the Jeep, go back and watch the episode of Jeep thing.
Yeah, because you wouldn't understand.
That wasn't made up. That was real.
Yeah, so if he would have, theoretically made it across that bridge, that whole side was a beach at one time with lifeguards and sand and but it was freezing in there all the time. The old lifeguards used to say that they would literally tell people because they had to write on the temperature of the water on the thing. And they literally like jack it up 10 degrees every day, like just to,
try and coax people
in.
Yeah. How cool is that water? 34. Make it 44.
Yeah. Also, they had a high dive there too, which she is correct. But yeah, there was, and they had, you remember like in Black Shannon, you used to swim on the other side.
The boat side.
Yeah, there used to be a big gazebo there.
Not the
beach side, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
That side's kind of lame anyhow.
The beach side?
Yeah.
It's bunk, dude. The other side would have been awesome. That big gazebo was like 3 stories tall, like had 3 different platforms on it. It looked rad.
Like, I
would have got stoned as fuck.
What brought these changes about? Like with Blackie? Do you know what caused that?
I think the gazebo just got old. I don't know why they would have switched sides.
And what about Coldstream moving all that shit out?
Eventually, they weren't allowed to swim in Coldstream anymore. I think they stopped swimming in there because
protected species, swamplands.
Yeah, who knows?
One of those things.
Who knows? Because I don't know if you know about this, Disney had the original water park. Disney's original water park at Disney World was called River Country. Okay, it's still today. Like you can go look, you can't get in there, but like there's pictures and stuff. It's just like still there, and it's overgrown. Rumor has it they were not rumor, but they were using river water at the time because it was the early 70s to just to do the fucking water slides. Well, rumor has it a couple of people got this like fucking flesh eating E. coli or something out of this river water, and I think that might have freaked everybody out. Oh, too much duck and geese poop. She said that'll do it too, and that's what causes that shit. So like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's shit. So. Yeah, they had to shut that down, and like people, Disney got sued, obviously, but like you can like that water park is still there, just shit growing over. It's eerie as fuck. We should break into there.
No.
What about the old SeaWorld in Ohio? Let's break into there.
I've been there when it was open.
Me too, dude. But I want to go back. I've been there since it's closed too. There's still like roads. There's still signs. There's still buildings, dude, meant to be explored.
The only thing I haven't done, because I've been there, and then I've been across the lake at Geauga Lake.
Same here, bro.
And I saw.
Did you see the Baywatch boat show?
No.
Oh, all right, we can't even talk then. All right,
yeah.
Go ahead.
But no, I saw, and it's crazy that just how time changes things. But being on the Geauga Lake side with it open, and seeing the remnants, leftover skeleton of SeaWorld, I would love to be on SeaWorld side and look over and
see. Okay, so
Geauga Lake all shut down.
Listen,
if it is,
after SeaWorld was shut down, somebody bought that land. Okay. And we're in Ohio now, but that's okay. We just took a voyage. Anyway, after SeaWorld, it was a couple other things for a couple years because they tried it. Whoever bought it bought Geauga Lake and SeaWorld. You know what I mean? It was a package deal. So they bought it. It was this, that. I think it was even a Six Flags for a hot minute. So after that shut down, somebody bought it and they just fucking made a smaller water park on that land. Okay. It was just a small water park. And I went to it and man, I got wrecked that day. But anyway, we went to the water park, whatever. So we went back this year, or when I went to Vegas, we flew out of Cleveland. So I'm like, oh, let's go check out, where that water park's at or whatever. I'm like, cause it's cool. Cause you could see, the old Ferris wheel was still there and stuff, like all eerie. And, yeah. So I was like, let's go check it out. So we go and the water park's closed, dude. We had to actually get the longitude and latitude and fucking, that's how we had to find it because it wasn't on a map. It wasn't on anything anymore. It was like blacked out.
For that place.
Yeah. But like, dude, as soon as you go through what it was, Aurora, Ohio, is where it was, I believe. And as soon as you go through there, dude, you can just tell it gutted that town in half. Nothing being there. You can tell that town once thrived off of that. And
Yeah,
fuck, but
all
like,
the tourism
yeah,
coming
yeah,
there.
yeah, dude, it gutted that town in half. And there's just like I said, you can still road signs for people like because there was a lot of cars at one time, right? So there's like this line's this and this line's that. Like it's wild, man.
Did you ever hear those rumors about this town, about them wanting to put a big box store in out at the plaza?
Yeah.
Imagine over time what that would do to this town.
Oh, I would eat it alive.
Because everybody, absolutely everybody's gonna try to shop there. Not everybody, but
Yeah, everybody but you and I
the
probably.
majority of the population. Yeah, I still, and it's silly. But I still shop around town for what I can when I can. Because that's what I grew up with. The experience that I had was
Yeah.
going into shops, not going online and ordering everything.
Not only that, like I'm a small business, like you're a small business. Like I want to, you know what I mean? Like I was telling my girlfriend earlier today that Shindig Alley that's on Front Street. Every single like real anything I make off of Quick Eddie's like Instagram, they like it no matter what. Like it's just, and I'm like I've never met those people. I've never like anything, but
But it's another small business.
exactly, man. And that's just like that's very cool of them.
I remember a time, and granted, I can't speak from a business sense, but I just remember a time.
How can't you?
What?
How can't you speak from a business
Well,
sense?
at the time I can't,
Oh,
but
okay.
for now, but I just remember at the time where everything, like, kinda before the internet, where there wasn't as much camaraderie, and kinda when the internet started kicking off and people were using it and using it more and more, just with the repair community wasn't it open. Like, if people knew something, they'd keep their methods and secrets to themselves.
Oh, dude, save
Or
screen printing.
in everything, it was just so competitive no matter what it was. And then at a certain point, there was just a turning point where people started supporting each other,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was probably the pandemic.
No, it was well before that.
Yeah, same here.
But no,
I just like blaming everything on the pit. Like the Titanic sank because of the pandemic, you know what I mean? Like, and JP Morgan.
that sub blew up.
Yeah, oh yeah, but I'm talking about the real Titanic. It was sunk by JP Morgan.
Oh, yes. No.
Yeah, there's no
We'll
doubt.
cover that in another
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, I know. I just wanted to fucking reiterate.
But no, to be continued. We'll get some more factual stuff. I know you got a lot, but we'll try and lay it out in a
And a 6-parter.
no, two.
Then
Two.
we could sell the 6-parter on DVD like as a separate thing. You know what I mean?
Not going to be many buyers. I thought it just crashed
What do you mean?
everything.
I did too. What do you mean not be many buyers, dude? Look, come on. Come on, you need to
I
start
would
waking
watch
up.
it.
Yeah,
I would watch it.
where is your optimism? Optimism Prime, huh?
Yeah, I left it at the door.
Yeah, I know. I know. I need to crack the code. See, Pearl buy it. See, I already have one sold. Done
All
deal.
right, deal it.
My girlfriend will buy it just because she wants me to make me feel good about myself.
We'll get it in there.
Yeah,
We'll
see,
get it
so
into
there's 2. My
production.
mom will buy it too because she wants me to do the same thing. There's 3 right down the pike. See, look at that. We're winners.
Gotcha. I don't know what else we can cover. You're more into the history of the town and the buildings and the
Yeah,
cool
I got
stuff.
more. We didn't even hit the other churches, like the African American church that was down on the. See, Megan just said jail by all, so like the done deal, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going on DVD.
What about last couple minutes here? Let's cover parks. What parks do you remember?
The Front Street Park before had a goddamn fence in front of it.
Fence in front of it.
Fuck
Yeah, my
faces.
kids love to go and sit there
Dude,
and play there.
I'd love to go sit there. Like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck that
and
guy,
is that going to
too.
be open back up or no?
No, fuck, unless somebody cool buys it, but fuck that guy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, anyway.
That was a cool park.
Yeah, and he's not a cool dude for doing it. I'm sorry. Anyway.
You got Slabtown, Coldstream. Is there another
Chester
one?
Hill, but when the old schoolyard was there, or the school building.
By the tennis court.
Yeah, but there used to be a big school building there, you remember? Before it was just that little building?
It was big and red and white.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, dude, I paid some attention.
I know.
At least. And then did you know there's a park in Southie?
Yes.
On what street is that? D?
I don't know. Fuck,
Street?
I get them so confused.
Something like that, man. But it,
yeah, thank your local hotel owner for that one.
Definitely.
Fuck him.
No, I wish like I could have seen those parks, when they were first made or when they first come about.
I'd love to see that dam, dude, when the ice house, because there was a car. They have pictures of a car that rolled back into the dam in the 60s. So I have pictures of it. in the
Nice. You have to
dam.
show me some of this stuff, all
Yeah.
these old
And
pictures
it
and that.
wasn't one of them
I gotta quit
amphibious
doing that.
cars either, so they couldn't just, like, caulk the wheels and like, putter back because that would've been cool. If they would've rolled it in its amphibious car, they'd been like, right back,
Right back out.
everybody would've
No,
been
this one
shocked
got
like he was
stuck there or
Batman.
what?
No, he had it up on the hill where his house was. There was a house up there too.
Oh,
And fucking brakes kicked out, went
down in.
yeah, and again, it wasn't an amphibious car, so he couldn't be like put on his shades and his fucking cool sunwear, and be like,
So he wasn't the first one to have a vehicle in Coldstream.
no, nope, nope. He was no
A
this
Jeep thing wasn't.
no, nope, nope, nope. The Jeep thing is old news, dude. As far as that goes, I bet you there's been like 10 cars in Coldstream at least.
All right.
How many in the dam side? I don't know though. But the Jeep thing didn't even make it in the dam side. He rolled over the other side of the dam. He went down on the dam because you could see the red paint on the like cement of the dam from the Jeep for like a long time. It embedded itself.
Stupid, man. Stupid. Regardless, close it out. If you're new here, new audio episodes published every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Yeah. Are you ready for me to shut her
Go ahead
down?
and shut it down.
Yeah. And the moral of the story today is everybody is a bunch of cheap, lazy pricks.
Everybody?
Well, everybody that I was referring to, you'll hear me call them pricks and you'll hear me call them lazy. Just go to those people. The Weiss employees, the grocery shoppers, lazy pricks.